Gobble Mother Truckers. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some tips to get you through the holidays. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Vanessa, and I go by That Girl Squats, and we are on an adventure. And for the last year plus, I have been prepping for my first NPC show, which I already did in my last video if you want to watch it. And since I finally made the stage, we are now in the building phase of me and getting healthy and just building my muscle. So that being said, we are starting a new series called Yes I Canna, and that is going to be like primarily focused on balancing life and fitness and fun, also breaking the stigma of cannabis users and professionalism like myself. So I am super excited to share this with you. Reminder to like and subscribe because I am doing a giveaway that is going to be ending on the 29th, and then I am going to be announcing the winners on the 1st. Sorry, my dog keeps stopping, so I might just seem like a little pausey. Speaking of dog, this is Butter, and we are on our non-negotiable walk. Which brings me to tip number 1 for the holidays, and that is getting your movement in early. Getting it in however you can, whether that's walking around the neighborhood, bringing your family with you so you guys can enjoy some family fun together. Obviously, if you guys are doing like family events and maybe you and your cousins have those little smoke sessions, you guys can go walk and talk and smoke, stuff like that. Obviously, like doing at-home HIIT workouts or yoga or something like that is also another great thing. The great thing about getting it in early is that it's done and then you don't have to stress about it. And then, you know, whenever you're just like sitting and chilling, you don't have that lingering of, am I gonna get enough steps in? Am I gonna feel like poop? It's already gonna get your like endorphins going early in the morning, especially if you do have some anxiety going into the holidays. So just utilizing that. Tip number 2 would be to plan ahead. I always say this, and I probably will never stop saying this, but planning ahead in however aspect that you need to, whether that is planning for your morning workout and planning out your day, hold on 1 second, or planning out what snacks you're gonna bring, which is also technically tip number 3, which is bringing your own snacks or bringing your own food that is shareable, that you know will help you get to your goals and that you can like rely on to get you the macros that you need if you are counting macros, and if you are still taking it seriously throughout the holidays. So planning ahead is extremely important, because when you plan to prepare, you're chilling, and if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, you know. Also, a little bit after this, I am going to be showing you guys some of my fun recipes that I'm going to be using that have that soul food feel, but they are a little bit more macro friendly. So maybe you guys can use that. I don't know. I will be doing some pigs in a blanket, some protein cheesecake bites, some, I don't know, what else am I doing? I think pumpkin protein bread, and then something else. I can't think of it right now. Another tip, which again kind of goes along with everything else, is not going to the party hungry. It's the same sentiment of you not going grocery shopping whenever you're hungry, because then you just start eating with your eyes first, and we don't want that. We want you to be a little bit more cognitive. If you can, make sure that your snacks prior to you getting to the party is super protein heavy and possibly fibrous, just so again making sure that you're satiated, and 2, that your digestion is going to be really good, especially after eating some of the funner foods, which will take us to the next tip, which is staying hydrated. And that is again gonna make sure your digestion is working well and making sure that you can handle all of the extra sodium and all of the extra fun stuff. And then it will also help you stay full. So my suggestion would, again, always make sure that each of your meals that you are eating, you're having a glass of water. Also making sure that you can maybe get around like 20 to 30 grams of protein in each little meal. So those are all some small things. Then be picky. Just suggest you survey the layout, obviously using the food that you brought if you can, if you did, and then surveying the table of food to see what protein options there are first. Grab those first, fill your plate with those, then grab small tasters of the other, like, more calorie dense stuff, and you'll be good to go. Again, reminder, just drink your water. And then the last few tips are allowing yourself to say no, allowing yourself to be picky, and allowing yourself to not feel guilty for not having that third helping, and to not feel guilty that you are chasing your dreams and following your passion for fitness or sticking to your goals. Because reminder that when you are taking your fitness more seriously, that is an act of self-love. That is an act for you, of you investing into yourself, and you don't need to explain yourself to anybody, and you don't need to go deep into it. And I know that sometimes you'll get those snide comments, but remember, there's a community of people that understand and are there with you and can help you through this, like me and some of the other like subscribers and stuff like that. So just know that. Also, just like, try not to, like, I know Thanksgiving is a food focused holiday, but try to divert that focus into the memories that you are making with the people that you love, and focusing on that, focusing on the memories, focusing on the moment versus just the food. Like, really get into the family aspect of it and be grateful and thankful that you get to be in person with these people, because this time 2 years ago we were all in lockdown and we didn't know the next time we were going to see some of our like at-risk families members. So just remember that, enjoy it, have fun, and also remember that like it's just one day, right? So if you're only celebrating this one day, it's not going to deter you from your progress. But I will say that with caution, because if you use every holiday as an excuse to not give your 100%, then it becomes less special and it becomes more of a habit that you're just going to always go onto the deep end. So giving yourself parameters is extremely important, not only for your self-confidence, but again, for the future you. So just always remember your why. Go back to your why. Figure out what are you okay with, what are you not okay with, because like if you go in knowing that you're going to overeat and you accept that that's going to mean it's going to take you longer to get to your goal, then that's completely fine. Also, if you go in knowing that you're going to overeat, but you're going to promise yourself and stick to that promise of you going straight back into the original plan the following day, also great. Don't undereat the next day to make up for it. Don't punish yourself or anything to make up for the additional food that you consumed, because again, that's breaking the relationship with you and your food and the holidays and everything like that. We want to find a happy balance of food, fun, and fitness, and You just have to be cognitive of that and remember that it is okay. So I am done with my walk, but we are gonna meet in the kitchen a little bit later, okay? And we're back, and we're gonna be preparing a few things. Some things I am gonna cook right now, and some things I'm just preparing and then getting it ready for tomorrow. So then some of them are super fresh in the morning for our brunch. So the first thing that I'm gonna be making is pigs in a blankie, but these ones are like literally like half the macros of like the typical ones that you would be having. So if you just had the normal little smokies, each serving is about 15 grams of fat. So we're gonna cut that down quite a bit. It's like about a third of that. So I know I'll put the macros for the original and also the ones that I'm making right now below, just so I don't have to think about it and get all jumbly worded, because I always do that. So we have the 90 calorie reduced fat crescent rolls from Pillsbury. I got a good deal. And then the Hillshire Farms turkey sausage little smokies. The little smokies. So don't really want to videotape this because I always get scared. Just like that. That one was fast. But it's pretty simple. You're just gonna prepare them like normal. It's just finding, again, just having the same stuff but making small changes. So then you're getting the cravings that you want with half the calories, which is great. Not calories, because we don't count calories in this household. We count macros. But it's just easier to say. So I'm going to roll it out. And I'm actually gonna, because these are always end up being hella big.
How's it going?
Okay, so I'm getting really lazy and not wanting to videotape everything that I'm making because I just want to get it done. But I also have some egg bites, which are gonna be really nice and easy for people to just grab and serve, you know? And there's about like 5 to 7 grams of protein in these. It has egg whites, some salsa, and some ham, some feta, and some cheese. So it's gonna be super yummy and tasty, but again, protein packed and barely any carbs. So then whenever they eat the little smokies and stuff, they won't feel as bad. But yeah, so I'm gonna continue to finish. The other things, the other stuff that I was working on has been some pumpkin cheesecakes, bites, and then also I'm gonna do some edibles, which are really exciting. So I am gonna be doing like little mini apple pies. Woo! I'm super excited. I'll show you the butter that I'm gonna be using because I actually got it in Nashville whenever we went to the SHE event, Southern Hemp Expo, which I still haven't even posted a video about that. So I might be doing that soon, but get back to you. So this is a vegan cannabis Delta 9 butter. So that's what I'm going to be using. Like I said, it is technically an edible, but it's also Delta 9, so it's not a full THC.